Hi, how's it going? This is my vlog for the 5th of October, 3:03 p.m. Thursday. Oh man, I don't feel good. I have a headache. I've had a headache for like 3 days because of the caffeine overdose I had before. And now I'm eating candy. Um, so, in order to avoid a crash, I went into Subway and got a sandwich. I'm almost done with it, but yeah, man, my head. I have a headache right now. So, like, I'm gonna. Yeah, it's wore off. Energy drinks, man. And caffeine, coffee, or whatever. Save like me a lot of money. Oh, here's where I am now. So I'm gonna try to grow the rainbow down. I think I'm on like row. Here, we'll hold it still. I'm trying to get to there by the end of the week. I'm on row like 77. Yeah, I don't know. I wanted to see if I could do. I started this. I slept last night. Like my brain power went down like 20 IQ points since I got the headache. So for the last 2 nights, I don't even remember when I went to sleep. But all I know is that I woke up this morning at 5:30. So I slept like last night, and so I started working at like 5:30, and on 71. I started at the very beginning of the day, at the beginning of a decade, 71. So I was like, ooh, let's see if we can get it all the way through 80 by tonight when you go to sleep. But I'm like, I've been taking naps because sometimes I just get too big of a headache. But didn't do permanent brain damage. My God, don't fuck around with caffeine. I was listening to Eusebius. I was trying to like all of Eusebius, and now he's doing Life of Constantine, which I'm listening to, and yeah, as I'm listening to these books, I am paying attention to what they're saying, but because I'm really high and I'm like working on this while I'm listening to it, I'm not like I'm not paying attention to everything he's saying. So kind of like the main takeaway, the main thing that I'm getting off of the books is I've started to get a feeling of just of like the time period. I think like a past life memory basically. And if not a past life memory, like a genetic memory or a Akashic record memory, or it's a combination. But I was there thinking about the fall of the Roman Empire, time of Constantine, and there was a period of time where it was full blown Roman Empire and full blown Christianity. Didn't last very long, but and I'm like thinking about that world, and that's like, and then you're thinking about, and I felt like I'm in the world, like a past life memory. I understand that period of history, so, and it was the same thing with the fall of Rome and right after the fall of Rome. So that's kind of what I'm trying to go for with my timeline and my brain, and because it's kind of like you can make yourself immortal, like people can bitch and moan about how your body dies after a few years, Sometimes people die of cancer when they're 20s or whatever. They're like, no fair. It's like doesn't matter because you're immortal anyway. Like, if you die at 25, you're just going to get reborn when you would have been 26. Now you're getting a head start. You're just going to get reborn. And so like, if instead of trying to sit around hoping that you're going to be immortal, wishing that you're a vampire, why not just psychically connect to all the periods of history, and then you're immortal. It's like you're reconnecting with your immortal self. Because that would be the whole point of trying to be immortal anyway, right? It's to be able to see all of history contiguously and understand all of it and enjoy being wise and being able to see what's going to be in the future and what needs to be in the future, and to be able to be a productive member of society because of that. So, and then you can also say lots of interesting things, insights. So, yeah, you know, because the fall of Rome, or the was kind of like they had the Rome. Their first idea was to have not separation of church and state. It's supposed to be the same thing. They were going to use religion as embedded into their constitution, which makes perfect sense. Only until after 2,000 years of religious war do we realize, or 1,500 years of that, do we realize that it's better to have a secular country, and that was the one that works the best. So now I think we're at a new crossroads. We're kind of like, it's really similar to the fall of Rome, where we're kind of trying to reinvent everything. And it'll set stuff in stone, like this, because I was thinking, I'm like, there's all these Christians who are alive today, like it's the majority, and they're thinking all of these myths and beliefs about like Lucifer was cast from heaven, and where's my other one? I hope one of them didn't escape, because I had the screen open for a while. And like the resurrection of the bodies, but not reincarnation, and all this bizarre kind of like paganistic type beliefs that the Christians still believe now was all created then, but we're still believing it now. And so it can't last anymore because there's just too many shake-up happening in the world. So it's similar in that way. You can recreate. That's why I think there's so many people trying to write the Constitution. Trump and Vivek Ramaswamy. Anyways, I'm gonna get going on that again, and then get going working on here. I also feel sick, probably from overdosing on the sugar. It was like a $25 bag of sugar, but I got it because I don't know, maybe I was gonna have it get sick from that, to have it accentuate, to help me quit the caffeine, or quit both of them at the same time. But it's kind of fun to eat candy. Anyway, man, I've been yawning a lot. I'm not. I slept plenty last night, and I'm not groggy. I'm not falling asleep. So I'm just yawning. It's just one of those days. It's because I don't exercise and because I smoke a lot of weed. So, anyways, I'm gonna get going on this again. I'm having a pretty good day, but I'm not pushing myself. And I think I'll get going on Used to Be a Singer. One thing that I'm doing is I want to spend as much time as I can, and it's most of the time, just listening to historical books, because now I'm living in the past, like literally. And there's lots of different periods in the past where there's lots of different writers who knew each other, like Cicero and Julius Caesar were friends. Cicero was only 6 years older than Julius Caesar, and they're both famous people who do a lot of writing. So you read a lot of writing here and a lot of writing here, and Cicero has a lot to say about Julius Caesar. And it's like, then they're talking about other people, and so there's this whole world, and in like the Peloponnesian War, there's all these different people and writers at the same time, and so you can actually enter into that world. And then everything in between too, the other periods, and get a feel, from the quality of the writer, you can get into the mind of the writer, and then if you get into the mind of multiple writers of the same generation, you can get into the mind of the generation because you're using different writers. You know, so you realize that the fall of the Republic, they're really smart. And then as you get later on, you know, like Eusebius was kind of like not nearly as intellectual. He was mainly just a historian, like a chronicler, but not like a self-thinking philosopher like Cicero, or a emperor who's writing like, or a, you know, dictator who's writing like Cicero or Caesar. They had another. They had another couple of emperors who did write. Marcus Aurelius and Julian. So, who were both really impressive. Yeah, I think you can use those writers, I think, to encourage people to write now, especially now that we have the technology for it, you know, to the idea that people wouldn't express themselves the way that they did in the past is appalling. It like confirms the idea that there's two different types of people, the smart people and the stupid people. And that's not what we want. So anyways, that's what my whole website's about. It's about changing smart people being one of the ones with the money and the stupid people without the money. But the smart people are the smart people and the stupid people are the stupid people. And then that makes all of the money start to be spent right, correctly, because all the people in charge are the smart people. Anyways, don't read my website because I don't have it explained very well right now. I wrote it a few years ago, and then I realized all the stuff I was trying to explain I never finished, so I figured I'd explain it when I'm done with the stuff I'm trying to explain. What the hell is that noise? Damn. I think that's like the trash can or some truck. So anyways, that's enough talking. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, I want to try to do my vlogs talking about what I look in the book a little bit every day. I've been kind of avoiding that too much. But anyways, I will do my video tomorrow and hopefully be a lot farther along on this. Talk to you tomorrow.